Let me guess, you've been playing chess your entire life, grinding away, and not finding those results that you're looking for. Maybe you want to hit the 1000s, even the 2000s, or a title, but you have no idea how to improve. You're going to learn exactly how to reach those goals without having to spend time and money. Let's get right into it. So what we have here is a list of every single game you can possibly play. Anything from Blitz, Bullet, 960. Did you know that picking the correct variation is crucial to your development? I can say the same for Blitz and Bullet as well. Not going to get the same kind of gains as you would playing other dailies or rapids. You can spend as much time as you need to think through your moves, developing your tactical awareness, your strategies, your openings, your end games, enough time to actually think through your moves in order to improve. Otherwise, you're just wasting time. Secondly, you should 100% be clicking this button at the end of every single game. This will give you a comprehensive analysis into each and every move you've made. It will give you an accuracy score. You can look into each and every mistake, brilliant move, great move, best move, and this is the best way paired with playing games that you'll actually go ahead and improve. Now, a lot of people will say chess.com requires a membership, and like I promised to you, you shouldn't be spending money on improving your chess game. There are two alternatives. Number one, playing on Chess. Chess is 100% free and has amazing tools and resources that you can use, including your game review. However, I will admit that chess.com's game review is a little bit better. My suggestion would be to actually play the game on Chess. Then you can go ahead and actually copy paste notation on Chess and review it for free on chess.com, getting all those features and reviewing all of your games once again for free. Number three, play puzzles. Puzzles are the best way to get practical experience without playing games. And you can learn any facet of the game down to the most minute detail. Now, chess.com does make you pay for puzzles, but like everything else, Chess will give it to you for free. And not only can you play puzzles for free, but you can actually isolate the specific type of tactic or idea that you want to work on. You can do any type of puzzle you want, from endgames, openings, bishop endgames, knight endgames. You can learn any specific minute detail about chess and practice it. This is a great way to actually develop whatever you feel weakest at, making those your strengths. In general, you should have a rough idea of which facets of the game you're better at versus what facets of the game you're worse at. Number four, play tougher opponents. Did you know that on both chess.com and Chess, you can actually choose the level of your opponents no matter what your ELO is? Simply just go into your settings, and here you can see that you can switch this to anything you want, meaning you can actually filter out any opponents that are lower rated than you and only play higher rated opponents. Since you're looking to improve and you're not as worried about your win-loss ratio, you should have no problem playing tougher opponents because they will play stronger, better, more accurate chess, and you'll be able to replicate that and become better yourself. As a side note, try to find an opponent that's a little bit better than you that you can play often. As you slowly get closer and closer to their level, you will eventually start to catch up to them. Eventually, you'll beat that opponent, you'll surpass them, and then you'll move on and find another opponent who's an even higher level than that. Number five, just because you won does not mean you played a good game. In fact, it could be the exact opposite. It could just be that your opponent played a bad game, you just didn't play as bad. Some games that you'll lose where you played really well. It's important to look at the accuracy and not make the same mistakes twice, even if that mistake led to a win, because a stronger opponent will catch that mistake and beat you. You should always be learning, even if you won. Also, when you're reviewing your games, don't treat them like a highlight tape. You should look at your losses just as often as your wins. You'll actually learn a lot more from them. This next one might seem contradictory to the other points I gave so far, but this is very important. Don't focus on your ELO. Look at this ELO distribution here. You can see at certain points, you go much higher, then you start to dip down much lower, and you go higher. It's kind of like a staircase. You go up a step, you go down a step. You go up 2 steps, you go down a step. You can't let that get in your head. You should know that you're improving. You should keep playing the game and know that your ceiling and floor will both be getting higher. This last one might be the most important one. Make sure to balance out your time. In general, you should be playing puzzles, you should be reviewing your games, you should be playing games, and you should be watching videos of content creators. For example, if this video is useful, you should definitely go ahead and subscribe. Let the algorithm know that this is where you want to learn chess. At the end of the day, this is the accurate distribution on what you should spend your time on. If you can hit somewhere in these ranges, you will improve. You don't want to get too much into certain categories because you will actually be wasting time and not improving. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed.